Hi friends, it's Susan Lynn, Psychic Medium, and we are going to be talking about you today, not politics. And so what a welcome relief, right? We are so relieved that Biden's transition is going through and that he's putting his cabinet together and that we're going to get this country back on track, hopefully very soon. But what that means is we need to switch our thoughts to our own lives. We really need to take this time and focus on what we need to do for us, right? We're still living our lives. We're still struggling with jobs and work and careers and relationships and kids and all the things that we have to struggle with. And so it's important for us to tune in and learn what we can do with our own little kingdom to move on. So what I'm going to ask you to do this, you're actually going to get your own reading. I'm going to pick four cards. They're behind me. So you're going to pick a number between 1 and 4. 1 and 4. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Whatever number you're called to, always go with the first one. So if your first number is whatever it is, that's your number. Then you're going to look in the description and you're going to see that number 1 is going to be the now, and then number 2 is going to start at a time stamp, and then 3, 4, all the way through to 4. And you can skip ahead, is my point. You don't have to watch this whole video. You can actually look at the description and say, I chose number 3, and number 3 starts here. So you can jump ahead. Otherwise, it might make you a little confused about the message. And I really want you to hear the message for you, because not only am I pulling cards for you, but I'm going to psychically tune in to the people that are here right now watching this video and give a message specifically for you. So that's good, right? So the first, so if you chose number 1, this is your card, okay? If you chose number 1, if you chose another number, look in the description and look at the timestamp. Number 1, by the way, I am using, I'm so sorry, Colette Baron Reed's Energies card deck, Oracle card deck, card number 1. Fantastic. It's called the Uncharted Sea. The Uncharted Sea. Okay. This is really important for you number 1s out there, okay? What this means is that specifically for you, you're going through a time of change. As a matter of fact, you feel like you are in no man's land. When I tune into your energy, you feel like you're not sure if you made the right decisions. You can't see shore anymore. You can't see shore anymore. You're not in a storm, but you're far from wherever you thought you were going, and you're far from wherever you came from. And you're kind of wondering, am I adrift? And why am I not making more progress? Why don't I feel like I have a direction right now? Am I lost? Have I stalled? Have I taken too long off during this whole COVID, nightmare, really, truly, and when I say taking time off, what I mean is that put on hold, right? You haven't taken time off from anything. You might still be in the same job. You might still be on the same search for a job. You might still be on the same plan at school or whatever your plans are. You're still in that plan, but you're not making much progress. You're just kind of bobbing. I feel like you're bobbing. So this card is really cool. I wish you could see this better. See the bird on the, and look at the lights. Can you guys see the twinkling lights on the boat? Okay. There's some pretty big waves, but you're okay. And actually you could see, I don't know if you can see all of that, but you're surrounded by magic. Those twinkling lights on your boat are there to help you. You're fine. All we need to do to get this boat back on track and get it feeling like you're got momentum and you're in a direction. I feel like you're not, like you're directionless a little bit. Like you're so far out that you're not sure if you should turn back or go forward or maybe go in a new direction. And maybe that's what's happening with you. So let me tell you what's going on with number 1. If you're number 1, this is what's going on with you. You have a lot of external issues. You have a lot of external pressures. be they kids of your kids, grandkids, be they relationship, or parents, older parents that you may not be taking care of them, but your mind is involved in these things. So even if you're not specifically taking care of any of these responsibilities, your mind is using all of that energy trying to figure it out or trying to decide, should I help them? What do I do? Your mind is really just taken over by the thoughts of this, right? And so that's what's happened is you've turned your focus from you and your path to these other people and their responsibilities or their demands, even if it's only worries, even if they're not real demands. If you're worried about them, if you're thinking about them, then that takes your energy away from you and your purpose. So what I'm getting psychically is that you have to let go. You have to, of course, you have to do. Listen, if you're taking care of an elderly parent and you're feeding them, then you're not going to let go of that, right? That's a responsibility you have to keep, right? However, you still have to find a way to refocus on you. Refocus on your path, because, ladies and gentlemen, this circus that we've been living in for 4 years is getting ready to be over. It's packing up the tent, it's putting everything away, and it's moving out of town. Okay? Now we're going to be able to pick up the pieces and move forward. Yes, we are in the middle of a pandemic that's terrible right now. The economy's terrible. It's not the best time. But what I want you to hear is, I want you to be prepared so that when the time is right, you're the first one out of the gate. Okay? I don't want you to be back 5, crowds back, still having taken care of all these other things without thinking about you. I want you to start thinking about you. What do I want? What do I need to do? Do I need to go ahead and get that certification for the new job or for the job that I would like to change to? Do I need to go ahead and get that new training? Why not get that training now? Maybe I need to talk to my boss about a transfer. Maybe I need to go ahead and look into going back to school. Now's the time when you actually make the plans. What your guides are telling you is, now's the time to set things in motion, knowing that possibly they won't come into fruition until after the first of the year. But when all the energies line up and the rocket boosters are ready to go, you're there. You're the first one shot out of the cannon. You're the first one that's going to be ready to get it done. So that is your message, okay? Your message is the uncharted sea. And your message is to start preparing, because things are getting ready to really take off for you. You have been a little lost. You have felt like you've been unmoored. You feel like, you don't have a direction. That's okay. We've all felt like that to a degree, right? But this is your main thing that they want to talk to you about. So what is what they're asking you to do is to go ahead and be practical and look at what the thing you wanted to do that you put on hold 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. What was it that you thought, I want to do this, but you put it off because you had other responsibilities? Go back to that and refocus on it. And then you may decide, once you refocus on it, that is indeed not the direction I want to go, but because I opened this back up and looked at it, now I know that I want to go over here to that direction. That's the kind of clarity that you're going to have right now. And you're going to be successful at it. You just have to give yourself some of that energy that you've been giving to everybody else. And I wish you a happy Thanksgiving. Take care. And I'm going to go on to number 2. Hi, you have chosen number 2. Okay, I am giving you these readings from the Colette Baron Reed Oracles, the energies. So Number 2 is the card called the Royal You. The Royal You. So this is, you can see the purple, you can see the sort of the crown, and you can see the kind of a lotus flower, but look at the stars in the background as well. And then I want you to notice this. Look at this. The Milky Way, the universe, all of that up there, okay? The Royal You. Okay. Well, guess what? The Royal You. You're being asked at this time by your guides to kind of be above it all. They're suggesting that you step above the squabbles and the infighting, be this at work or within your family, but I'm feeling it's in your family. I'm feeling there's some going on in your family. Adult kids fighting with other kids. Just, you know, it's just the energy. It's not anything you really need to get involved in, okay? And I think you know that. And I think that's why you got this card. I think that's why you got the Royal You. Hello, upside down. Because you know this. You don't like pettiness. That turns you off. But it's gotten so bad that you almost feel like you need to wade in. Actually, somebody's asked you to wade in. A kid or a coworker or somebody's asked you, can you please just come? You're always so calm. You're always so measured. You are so mature. Can you lend your advice to us? Can you step in and make this person understand or make that person understand? And even spouses, I'm hearing now, specifically husband. You know what? They're asking you to not necessarily stay out of it, but stay above it. So they don't want you to wade into it because first of all, like I said, you don't like petty stuff. I can already feel your energy. You're like, you don't like to get down and dirty. You know, you don't like to it's messy. You don't like mess, emotional, messy, fighting. No, that is not your energy. If you're number 2, if you pick number 2, this is your energy. And you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't. So what you want to do is counsel. So what they're telling me is that when that person comes to you and says, I really need your help, I really need you to be involved. So that's the difference. They don't ask for your help. They ask for you to be involved. But what you're going to do is you're going to say, I can give you some advice. Some advice. I'm not going to get involved. I'm not going to go talk to that person. I'm not going to go talk to these people over here because it's really not it's not your fight. It's not your thing, right? So, but you can give advice to the person who is seeking it from you. Again, what you're going to say is very measured. It's not going to be that, and I know you're not this person. I mean, your energy is just not this person. You would never say, you would think it. But you would never say that person is a jerk or that person doesn't know what they're talking about and they're just, whatever. You might think that stuff, but you're not going to say it. You're going to say, I advise you to do X, Y, Z. I advise you to take the high road. I advise you to ignore them. I advise you to treat them, kill them with kindness. You'll give them advice. That's what you're being asked to do. Now, in some of you that are watching this have what you consider a pretty big problem. And I want to say that it involves adult children. You don't know how to solve it. You don't even know what advice to give them. You know that you don't want to get involved. This number 2 energy, if you pick number 2, is not real talkative. You're pretty quiet. You're not a jabbery person, but you're really concerned about this situation and you really want to know what to do about it. And you really don't know what to do about it. So I'm going to ask your guides what you should do about it. And that is, okay, they're telling me that when you really talk, Now, they tend to interrupt you because you don't talk a lot, and so they tend to talk over you or interrupt you because they're not used to you talking. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to be the queen or the king, and you're going to have to stand up and square shoulders and say in a very firm voice, if you're asking for my help, then I want to give you this advice, but I need you to hear me out. And then tell them the advice. And they'll listen to you because, like I said, you're not a real frenetic person. You're a very calm, stable person, very solid, very grounded. So they'll listen to you. And what I'm getting is that in all the cases except for maybe a few that I'm seeing here, it's just the energy right now is insane. The energy of the planets, the astrology energy, everything is really cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs right now. So it's really that is the problem. So if you already have a kid that's a little bit, that energy is going to make them even more, stressed out and twerked. You know what I mean? So, but that energy will dissipate. Okay. The thing that you're supposed to be doing is just coaching and calming. So you'll talk to one party by themselves, calm them down, coach them. I mean, you want them to be heard. That's what they want, to be heard. So you want to hear them. And then you want to say, I can understand how that would upset you. I can understand that, but I don't think that's what they meant, or let's just try to be magnanimous, or let's just try to let bygones be bygones. I mean, you're going to know what to say. It's going to be funny because it's going to come out of your mouth and you're going to be like, I don't even know. I didn't really mean to say that, but it came out and it sounded good. So run with it. So that's what's going on with number 2. Hold on. I'm getting a little bit of a download right now for number 2s. Somebody has horses and likes to escape. That's their escape, is ranch horses. Because again, you don't like this pettiness. You don't like squabbles. You don't like it. So you tend to get away from it, be it at the garden, with your horse, on your nature walks, in your crossword puzzles, in your word games, whatever it is. That's how you try to get away from the emotional overload that is happening around you. And that's okay. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. But they don't want you to worry so much, because your kids can pick up on the worry. They can see it. They can see it in your eyes. They can see it in your expression. They can read you better than you think they can. That's it right there. They can read you better than you think they can. So you have to be careful with that. Okay. You want to do some things for yourself, and how you be careful with that is you don't mask, because you can't do it. They're already onto you. So you have to show them how to relieve stress. They're watching you. They watch you. They are, I know you don't think it. I know you don't think it because you don't think anybody watches you, because you don't like to be watched. Truth of the matter is that they respect you and they watch you. So they want to see you doing something that you love doing. So if they know that mom is going out and taking her nature walk, despite the craziness that's going on, they can see you taking care of yourself. If they see you just doing something for you that's important to you, that's stress relieving for you, you're showing them how to do stress relieving for them. You're leading by example. Again, very royal behavior, right? Up above, looking down, but showing everybody that everything is okay and calm by going about your life and having a happy life. Will show them how to be happy too. And it'll also show them that you're not stressed out about them, and then therefore they won't get so worked up about the situation themselves. Now, this is also applicable with work. If you just replace kids with coworkers, you've got the same situation. How you would take care of yourself at work is, instead of, and I know you try to avoid, I know you don't even like to eat lunch with these people. You like to just eat your own lunch at your own desk, or go on a walk, or do something away from your coworkers. Not that you're unfriendly, it's just how you put yourself back together in a working, stressful situation. So when you do those things, sometimes I guess it can come across as cold, or maybe even some people might say you're better than us because you never have lunch or dinner with us. But what you can say to that is that, it's a good way for me to relieve stress. You know what I mean? That's all. That's how I relieve stress. And I think by taking care of yourself and saying that, you're again showing your coworkers how to take care of themselves and relieve stress. So if somebody comes to you and says, I don't know why you never hang out with us, you're so nice, but you never have lunch with us, then you say, you know what, by lunchtime, I need to get away. And I just find for me, the way that makes me feel less stressed is to take a walk or to just have some quiet time. It's got nothing to do with you guys. It's just how I take care of me. See how you're leading them? See how you're showing them how, oh, really, you're taking care of you when you do that. You mean I don't have to sit at that table with all those people going like this the whole time? That's what they're going to get from that. So again, leading by example. So I hope this was helpful for you, number 2. And I want you to have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And I'm going to switch over now to number 3. So here we go. Hi, you chose number 3. Okay, so number 3. I am reading your cards from the Baron Reed Energies, the 7 energies, oracle cards, and they're awesome. So number 3, what I'm going to do is show you the card that I pulled for you, which is, deep. I'm going to do it this way. Deep breath. Can you guys see the really cool faint face in there? I'm going to see if I can get closer. Check it out, y'all. Deep breath. Don't you feel like just going, we should do that together. Ready? In, break. Whew, so much calmer. Okay. Deep breath. Obviously, lots going on for you guys, number 3s. And you might say, well, aren't we all having, a hard time right now? Don't we all need to take a deep breath? We do. But believe it or not, every one of these cards has been very different in its message, because I am actually checking in with my guides and your guides. And I'm saying, whoever pulled or whoever chose number 3, give me a message for them. How can I help them? What do their guides want to say to them? So here's the thing for you, number 3, specifically. Obviously, you need to pull back a little bit. You've got a lot going on. And what's happening for you is that your guides can't get the messages to you because you're too frenetic. I see you going like helter-skelter. Like I see you going from that direction to this direction to that direction to this direction, and you're trying to get it all done, and you're trying to not let any of those balls hit the ground. So you're trying to make sure that everybody you talk to, everybody you're responsible for, everybody that even is a friend or whatever, that they have what they need. Okay, so the kids have what they need, the spouse has what they need, the parents have what they need, work has what they need, school has what they need, the dog, the cat, the parrot, the fish. Everybody is taken care of. Okay, who's taking care of you? No one, because that's your job. So we need you to take care of you, okay? Because here's the thing. That cup that you're pouring out of, that you're pouring into everybody else's vessel, is running empty. And you're not replenishing it. There's nothing going in. It's all going out. Okay? So that's important. That's really important. How do you get more in your cup so that you can give more to the people who need it? $1 million question, right? About to tell you. First of all, take a deep breath. Breathing. Right now, I'm not even breathing. I can just feel it. I'm holding my breath because my energy is tapped into your energy and you're not breathing. Both of us are not breathing. I want you to breathe so I can breathe. And when you take in your breath, push it out. When you push it out like that, you're pushing out all your problems. You're pushing out all of those heavy things you're carrying on your shoulders, pushing them out. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Okay, I feel a little better. But I'm tired. I'm in your energy and I feel tired. All of a sudden, I feel tired. Now, I feel like I don't have time to be tired. I don't have time to be tired. So I feel like I still need to run and do all these things. And you want to know what? I do it. I never get too tired to do it. I'm always going to follow through on my responsibilities. Okay, but we don't want you to get sick. Not with COVID, not with anything. We don't want you to get sick. So we want you to take care of yourself. So let's talk about how you need to take care of yourself. So right now I'm hearing books. Some of you watching this video that chose number 3 like to read. Fantasy, fiction, romance, smut. I heard that, smut. Anyway, you like to read. You like romantic movies. The Hallmark Channel's probably playing right now. Click it on. Okay, you have to find an hour to get away, okay? Now, let me go back because the gardeners are saying, I don't like smut and I don't like to read. Okay, so there's a lot of 3s out there, okay? Some of you like those things, but some of you like to garden, and the weather is terrible. And you're looking outside in your garden and everything is brown. And you're like, I like to garden, but everything is brown. So that's depressing, and that's a whole nother thing. And so since I don't have time to garden right now, I've taken that hour that I used to garden and I've given it to somebody else. You've given that hour to somebody who needs something because you found that you got a free hour. So now all of a sudden there's a grandkid that needs something, or there's a neighbor, or there's work, or there's an elderly parent. Anyway, that hour just got taken away. So here's what I want you to do, gardeners. Get an house plant. I want you to get 3 house plants. I want you to get 6 house plants. I want you to get a lot of house plants so that you have to take care of them. So you have to tend to them. So that you have to talk to them and visit them. Okay? And also pet your cat. Your cat. Yeah, that one. The cat. Remember the cat? Yeah. Pet your cat. Pet your dog. Play with your dog. Want to know what's even better? Walk your dog. Get the leash out. Get the coat on. Walk your dog. Or if you're down south, put your long pants on. Walk your dog. You have to have this hour back. We're not going to let you give this hour away because you can't do it. You're never going to get to January like this. You're not going to make it. You already know this. You know this. You're going to be exhausted. You're going to get a cold. You're going to get COVID. You're going to get something because you're exhausted. And again, your cup is empty. There's nothing left in it to give anybody. How do we get stuff in our cup? Is by doing those things. Take long baths. You're not being selfish. I heard you say, I feel selfish. My God, are you kidding me? You guys spend so much time taking care of other people. Spending an hour in a bathtub is not selfish. It's refinishing. It's refilling your cup. So if you think you're selfish, you need to look. Your car doesn't run on air, on emptiness. When it's empty, you go to the gas station and you put gas in it. I mean, if you don't water your plants, they die. You have to take care of yourself. So that's what's going on here. You have to take care of yourself. And then also, they're telling me they want you to take a deep breath before decision. So on top of all the other things, now some of you you're all doing this. Energy is like you're all taking care of everything else. But somebody out there, a few of you out there, we're on number 3, need to make a decision. And they want you to take a breath before you make the decision. I feel like you're rushing this decision. I feel like you're hastily making a decision. So here's how it looks. It looks like you're pressured. It looks like they've offered you a job and you have to make a decision in 3 days or 24 hours or a week, some crazy thing like that. And you don't really know what to do because everything is so uncertain right now that you're not sure if you should take the job or not take the job, or if you should, even if you don't want the job, you feel like you have to take the job. But they want you to take a breath. They want you to sit back and think about it and This is where self-care really will help you make a decision, because you can't make a decision. You can't make a good decision when you're taking care of everybody else and you're running around and you're just doing. You're totally disconnected from your guides, your angels. Okay. How you get connected is you take a bath, you read a book, you spend a whole day reading a book, you spend a whole day watching movies. You spend a whole day doing crafts. You spend a whole day organizing your closet. Whatever it is that's mindless. Mindless. Paint, you know what? Somebody's going to paint a room. They're going to go get paint over Thanksgiving week, and they're going to paint a room, and that's great. That's how I first started hearing my angels. I painted the interior of my entire house because I had 2 weeks off with nothing to do. So I just got some paint, and I got a paintbrush and a roller, and I painted. And then pretty soon they started talking to me and I was talking to them, and I did it before I even realized it was happening, to be honest with you. So mindless things allow your guides to come through with nuggets of information. Mindless gardening, sitting on a hot bath, organizing a closet or a pantry, painting, doing crafts. Anything like that is mindless, and it'll allow them to come in because your brain isn't on overload going all the time. It's quiet. And when it's quiet, they can come in and help you. So they will. You will get the signs. You will make the right decision. Even if you make the wrong decision and you take the job, believe me, it's not the wrong decision, because in January and in February, you're going to have another chance again to make a new decision. So try to be calm, try to get the best guidance that you can, and listen to your heart, listen to your gut. Don't always listen to this. This will lead you astray 9 times out of 10, because your brain has been molded by other people's experiences and by a lot of fear. So follow your heart. Follow your heart and you will be fine. Okay, number 3, I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and take care and be safe. Hey, okay, we are on number 4. If you chose number 4 as your card and as your number, then here we are. Before I get started, I want to tell you the cards that I'm using are Colette Baron Reed's Oracle Energies. Okay, very cool. You got a cool card. Okay, here's your card. Wish upon a star. Isn't that amazing, you guys? Look at the stars in there. Look at her. Look at her grabbing her little starfish. Do you guys see the starfish? Focus. There it goes. I think she's like a mermaid or something. That's crazy. Anyway, wish upon a star, guys. Pretty awesome, right? So, this sounds like one of those cards that would be like, your wish is granted, right? But the truth of the matter is, this is a little bit different because I'm psychically checking in with anybody who's watching this video right now, and I am talking to your guides. You were drawn to the number 4, and I'm reading the energies of the people who drew number 4. Okay, so when I think about wish upon a star, I see some of you guys praying. Praying for people who are sick or in a health issues or have problems, emotional or maybe just life or maybe addiction problems. I see you praying for them. I also see you praying for the country. Must be a bunch of empaths. You guys are a bunch of empaths. Praying for the country, praying for us all to find our way and for humanity to come together and for there to be less strife and less violence and less illness, and and happiness and togetherness. I see that's part of the thing that you're wishing for. What a beautiful, beautiful sentiment. What a beautiful energy. So I see you praying. I see you guys, it's fervent. I hear the word fervent. You're fervently wishing for intervention almost. Again, it's back to praying. It's as if you're asking for your angels and God and whoever it is that you pray for to come and help you, to come and help that person, to come and help this situation. I also see that you are wishing, some of you are really hoping there's cars, somebody needs a new vehicle or new transportation. There's also got clarity. Some of you are praying for clarity. You want to have better clarity about a situation. You don't know what to do. You don't know what decision to make. So you're really asking for guidance. I see that some of you are really just saying, please show me which direction to go. Please show me what to say to that person. Please show me how to help that person. Okay, that's good. That's good. Also, and obviously manifesting back again to the car, manifesting the job, manifesting big things. I see you guys it's fervent. Like, I really need this. I really, really need this help. I really need this abundance or this money or rent, or I need something to come in to help me. Okay. First of all, I got to tell you that your prayers are being heard. Okay. They're being heard. I want you to do me a favor. Because the energy is so strong, I want you to dial the energy back, because what happens is when we want something so bad that we're pleading for it, that we're begging and pleading for it, the energy that the message that the universe hears energetically is one of lack, is one of, it's not abundance. They don't hear, thank you for answering my prayers. Thank you for, I just know that you're going to send me this money for my rent. I know I'm going to get that new job. I know that this person is going to get the help that they want. I know, I feel that we're all going to be okay. And thank you for that. I'm grateful for that. That energy is very different than, please, 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 please let me have this. You see the difference? Okay. So we want to shift. We need to shift our energy away from please, please, please to being grateful. Okay. How we do this? First of all, you do want the universe to know what it is you want, because if you don't tell it what you want, you won't get it. Number two, it usually takes a lot longer to manifest things than people think. So what we need to do is we need to state what we want in a gratuitous and a grateful way. So thank you for all the help that I'm receiving right now. And I recognize all the help in its many forms, and I'm grateful for it. Thank you. Okay. Now, what you just said, when you said, I'm grateful for all the help in the many forms that it's going to come to me, you're telling the universe and yourself that the rent money may come in the form of a loan. It may come in the form of a check that comes out of nowhere for some debt that someone's paying you for. It may come from a church group that's helping people pay their rent. It may come in the form of unemployment that comes through. It may come in all different ways, okay? So we want you to be open to that. I want you to be open that the help can come in all ways. Your car is broken down, but the way it gets repaired might not be through the very expensive auto mechanic. It might be your neighbor who is willing to trade you something you have for fixing your car. The thing you have might be a skill. Maybe you could teach his daughter how to play piano. Maybe you could take pictures of his daughter or whatever. You could trade something that you have. Maybe you have something sitting that you're not using. Maybe you have a trailer, or you have a boat, or who knows, right? I mean, who knows? You just never know. We want you to be open to the miracle. That's the whole thing, is to be open to the miracle. Don't just be narrowly focused on, and this problem has to be solved this way, because you'll miss the opportunity that the universe brought you to solve the problem in a different and unique way. Do you see what I'm saying here? You don't want to miss it, because you might not get the car repaired because you can't afford the expensive place, but you didn't know that your neighbor 2 doors down will be happy to repair it for $100 because you didn't open yourself up to all the opportunities. Same thing with jobs. Please let me get this job. Please let me transfer to this other place. Please get me out of this job. I'm miserable. I'm miserable at this job. Please let me get out. Okay. That wrong way to go about it. Wrong way to go about it. How we have to go about it is, first of all, we have to tell the universe what we want. So what do we want? We want to transfer. Okay, we want to transfer. What department do we want to transfer in? Stop thinking that you're not good enough or you're not whatever. Don't think like that, because I'm getting ready to tell you why that's the case. You want to go to Department A, but Department A, all the positions that are open are over what you're qualified for. Okay? So you don't even apply. You don't even go talk to anybody. You just, oh, well, it's not for me. But let's say if you did apply, let's say if you went over and talked to somebody in Department A and you found out that, all the jobs that are listed are definitely not ones that you could qualify for. But what you don't know is they're adding a new job that you'd be perfect for. And had you not gone over there and talked to somebody, you'd never know that. Do you see what I'm saying here? Wish upon a star, but I want you to be open to all the possibilities that might come through that can help you. Okay? Don't use this brain to, say, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Stop doing that. We're going to be open to everything. We're going to open up to what the universe may solve this problem in 1,000 different ways, and we're open to all 1,000. We don't care. Just because it's not one you thought of doesn't mean it doesn't solve the problem. Okay, so be open to that. And you can use this through anything. I mean, any situation. If, again, let's say you have an adult child that's struggling with something. Let's say they're struggling with a drug addiction and you don't have the money to put them they're ready to go into a facility or maybe get help in some way, but you don't have the money to do it. And so you just think, gosh, it's terrible. I can't help them. I just wish I could help them. I wish. I pray. Okay. First of all, we're going to tell the universe, I am so grateful to receive the knowledge, the solution, the brainstorm, whatever you want to send me that can help me help this person. Okay. And then the brainstorm might be that you're doing something completely unrelated. This is how they talk to you. They don't talk to us when we're worried. They don't talk to us when our brain is doing 8 things at once because they can't get in. They just can't get in. It's like trying to merge onto a freeway when everybody's doing 95 miles an hour. They're not merging. They're not getting on the freeway with you because they can't. Okay. What they need is an opening in the traffic. Okay. How do you get an opening in traffic? Self-care. Self-care. Take a hot bath. Take a walk. Do a hobby. Hobbies are fantastic for this. Anything that you lose yourself in. So if there's some hobby that you like to do that is boring, not boring, but repetitive, right? Where you just lose yourself in it and you just find yourself, just your mind kind of floating along and, you think about something, but not really, and you just lose yourself in it. That's when they come in. That's when they have the opportunity to come in. And how do they come in? With these brainstorms, with these, I had this idea, the weirdest thing, I had this idea. That's them. Meditation, guided meditations are fantastic. They'll calm you down. You just go to YouTube, look up guided meditation for happiness, guided meditation for stress relief, 5 minutes long. Sit down, listen to it. You'd be surprised how much that will help you, how much that will clear the energy so that they can come through and help you. You can do things like paint walls. Painting is very repetitious and very monotonous, and it gives you an opportunity for them to jump in. rearranging cabinets, gardening, walking, anything, again, a crafting, art, anything that's monotonous, you're just doing it over and over and over again, or it's so riveting that you're just lost in the moment. You're lost in it. Grab your cell phone, go take pictures, whatever it is. Let them come in and give you the help. And then you'll have this weird idea. Don't dismiss it. Don't dismiss it. That's the first problem. That's the biggest problem. We dismiss it. That's crazy. How many times have you ever said, I had the craziest idea? Okay, it's crazy because it came from them and it's something you would never think about. But it's a good idea. So I advise you to listen to your guides, to change your wishing, your furtive praying and wishing, release it, relax it, do it with be gratitude. So say, thank you. I'm so happy that I've got this solution. Then let it go. Let it go and let the solution happen. The solution may not even involve you. Once you let it go, the problem might work it that way out without involving you. They might come to you and offer you the job. Somebody else might intervene and help the child. Somebody else might intervene and help this other situation. 2 people might get together and fix it without you. This happens all the time, but we don't think about it. We never stop to think, wow, I asked for that and then I let it go and then it got fixed on its own. But that's you. You had a part in that, okay? You were part of that process. So hopefully this has helped you. I want you to have a fantastic Thanksgiving. I want you to be very safe. I want you to be well. And I want you to take care. And we will see you again soon.